Ortalar, assalomu alaykum. Yaxshimisizlar? Tuzukmisizlar? There's nothing, that. Okay. I'm gonna improve my English by the practice, that. It's imitation the practice name. So go ahead to search. Motivational speech. Discipline yourself. Stay silent. Everything will come naturally.
When I was young, my family lived overseas. I lived in Indonesia for a few years. When I was young, my family lived overseas. I lived in Indonesia for a few years. And my mother, she didn't have the money to send me where all the American kids went to school. But she thought it was important for me to keep up with an American education. So she decided to teach me extra lessons herself, Monday through Friday.
Okay, let's improve my speaking by
the only time she could do it was at 4:30 in the morning. When I was young, my family lived overseas. I lived in Indonesia for a few years.
My mother,
she didn't have the money to send me where all the American kids went to school. But she thought it was important for me to keep up with an American education. So she decided to teach me extra lessons herself. Monday through Friday. But because she had to go to work, the only time she could do it was at 4:30 in the morning. But whenever I complained, my mother would just give me one of those looks and she'd say, this is no picnic for me either, Buster. So I know that some of you are still adjusting to be back at school. I'm here too because I have something important to discuss with you. My father left my family when I was 2 years old. I was raised by a single mom who had worked and struggled at times to pay the bills. It wasn't always be able to give us the things all the kids had. There were times when I missed having a father in my life. There were times when I was alone. I felt like I didn't fit it. So I wasn't always as focused as I should have been in school. I did some things I should have. I got in trouble times in my life, and I have easily taken a turn for the worst. But I was lucky. I got a lot of second chances. And I had the opportunity to go to school. I love school. I follow my dreams. My wife, our first lady, Michelle Obama, she has a similar story. Neither of her parents had gone to college. They didn't have a lot of money. But they worked hard. But they worked hard. She worked hard. She could go to the best schools in this country. Some of you might not have those advantages. Maybe you don't have the adults in your life who give you the support that you need. Maybe someone in your family has lost their job. There's no money enough to go around. Maybe you live in a neighborhood where you don't feel safe. You feel safe. Or have friends who are pushing you to do things. You know, they're white. Maybe you could be a great writer. Maybe you could be enough to write a book. Articles in newspapers, but you might know that until you write the English paper. That English class is assigned to you. Maybe you could be an innovator or maybe even to come up with the next iPhone or a new medicine or vaccine. Might not be until you do your project to your science classes. Maybe you could be a mayor or a senator or Supreme Court judge. But you might not know that until you join student government or just a debate team. And no matter what you want to do with your life, I guarantee you'll need the education to do it. You want to be a doctor or teacher or police officer. You want to be a nurse, a nurse, an architect, a lawyer, a member of your military. You're going to need a good education of every single one of those careers. You cannot drop out of school and just drop into a good job. You've got to train for it, and work for it, and learn for it. this isn't just
As this
important
is
for your own life
important
and
for
your own
our
future.
life and our future.
What you make of your
You make your education will
nothing
decide
less
and
than
nothing
the
less
future of this
the
country.
future of this
The
country.
future of
The
America
future of America depends
depends
on you.
What you're learning in school
What you're
today
learning
will
in school today
determine
determine
whether
whether
we,
we,
as a nation,
as a nation, our
greatest
greatest
challenges
challenge in the future.
You'll need the
You
knowledge
need the
and
knowledge and
problem-solving
problem-solving
skills
skills
you learn in
as skills.
science and
You need the
math
science
to
and
cure
math
diseases like cancer and AIDS,
diseases,
and to
your
develop new
cancer
energy
and new energy
technologies to protect our
technologies to
environment.
protect our environment.
You'll need the
You
insights
need
and
the
critical
insight and
thinking
critical
skills
thinking
you
skills
gain in
you
history
gain
and
in
social
history and
studies
social
to
studies
fight poverty
to
and
fight poverty and
homelessness, crime and
homelessness,
discrimination,
crime and
and make our
discrimination, and
nation
make our
more
nation
fair
to
and more
fair
free.
and more free.
You'll need the
You need the
creativity
creativity
and
and
ingenuity you
ingenuity
develop in all
you
your
develop in
classes
the
to
old
build new
classes to build
companies.
and new
You'll
companies.
create new
You'll
jobs
create
and boost our
new
economy.
jobs that boost our
We
economy.
need every
We need
single
every
one
single
of you to develop your
to develop
talents
your
and your
talents,
skills and
your
your
skills
intellect
in your
so
intellect. You can help
us
us to
old folks
solve
solve our most difficult problems.
our most difficult problems.
If you don't do
If
that,
you don't do that, if you quit
quit
on
on
school,
you're not just quitting
you're
on
not
yourself, you're
going
quitting
to
on your
yourself.
country.
You're quitting on your country.
I know it's not always
I know
easy
it's
to do well in
always
school.
to do well. It's
I know a lot of you have
I know
challenges
a
in
lot
your
of
lives
you have
right
challenges
now.
in the lives right
It can
now.
make it hard to focus
It
on
can
your
make it hard
schoolwork.
to focus on your schoolwork.
I get it. I
I
know
get
what
it.
it's
I
like.
know it's what it's like.
But at the end of the
But
day,
at the end of the day,
the
the
circumstances of
circumstances
your
of your
life,
life,
what you look like,
what
where
you
you
look at,
come
where you
from, how
come
much
from,
money you
how much
have,
money you have,
what you've got going
or
on
what
at
you're
home,
going and have.
none of that is an
None of
excuse
that
for
is
neglecting your
excuse for
homework or having a bad
neglecting
attitude in
having a
school.
bad attitude in school.
That's no
And
excuse
there's
for
no
talking
excuse
back to
for
your
talking
teacher
back
or
to
cutting
your
class
teacher,
or
to
dropping
cutting
out of
class and
school.
dropping out
There is
of the
no
school. There's no
excuse
excuse for
for
not trying everything. You know that motherfucker.
Where you are
Okay.
right now doesn't have to determine
Doesn't
where
have
you'll
a
end up.
determine where you'll end up.
No one's written your
No one's
destiny
written
for you.
your destiny for
Because
you.
here in America,
Because here
you
in
write
America,
your own
you write
destiny.
your own destiny.
You make your own future.
You make your own future.
That's what young people
That's
like you are
young
doing
people
every day
like doing
all
every
across
day
America.
all across America.
That's why today I'm
That's why
calling on
I'm
each of
calling
you
to
to
each
set
of
your
you
own goals
to
for
test
your
your
education.
own goals for
Do
your
everything
education.
you
To
can
everything you can do with them.
Your goal can be
You
something as
can be
simple as doing all
something
your
as simple
homework,
as doing
paying
all
attention
your
in class, or spending
attention,
some
spending some
time
each
each
day
day reading a book.
reading a book.
Maybe you'll decide to get
Maybe
involved
you'll
in an
decide
extracurricular activity or volunteer in your community.
in your community.
Maybe you'll decide to
Maybe
stand
you'll
up for
decide
kids who are being teased or bullied
disabilities
because of who they are
because
or
who they
how
are,
they look.
how they look.
Because you believe,
Because
like
you believe,
I do,
I like
that
all
all
young
people
people
deserve a safe
deserve
environment
a
to
safe
study and learn.
environment to study and learn.
Maybe you'll decide to take better
Maybe
care
you'll
of
decide
yourself so
to
you
take a
can
better. You
be
can be
more ready to
more
learn.
ready to learn.
But whatever you
Whatever
resolve
you
to do,
resolve to do
I
it,
want you to commit
I
to
want
it.
you to commit to it.
I want you to really
I want
work
you
at it.
to really work at it.
I know that sometimes you
I
get
know
that
that
sense from
sometimes you
TV
get a
that
sense
you
from the
can be
TV you
rich
can
and
be rich and
successful without any hard work.
without any
And your
hard work.
ticket to
Because the
success
ticket
is
to
through
success
rapping
is through rapping
basketball
or basketball or being
being
a
a
reality
reality TV
star.
star. Chances are you're not going to be
You're
any
not
of those things.
gonna be any of those things.
The truth is,
Being
successful is
being
hard.
successful is hard. You know that.
You won't love
You
every
know
subject
every
that
subject you study.
You won't click
You won't
with
click
every
with
teacher
every teacher
that you
you
have.
have.
Not every
Not
homework
every homework
assignment
assignment
will seem
will
completely
seem completely
relevant to your life right at this minute.
right at this minute.
And you won't
And you won't
necessarily
necessarily
succeed
succeed
in
at everything
the first time you try.
the first time you try.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Some of the most
Some
successful
of the
people
successful
in the
people
world are
in
the
the
ones
world
who've had the
who
most failures.
ones who is the most
J.K.
famous.
Rowling,
J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter.
wrote Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Her first Harry Potter book was
Harry Potter was
rejected
12 times
before
it was finally published.
Michael Jordan
Michael
was cut
Jordan
from his high
was
school
a high school
basketball
basketball team.
He lost hundreds of games and missed
games,
thousands of shots during his career. But he once said, I have failed over and over again in my life, and that's why I succeed.
That's why I succeed.
These people succeeded
The people
because
succeed they understood that
you can't let your
you
failures
cannot
define
your
you.
feelings
You have
define
to
you.
let
You
your
have
failures
to let
teach
your
you.
feelings teach you.
You have to let them show you
You
what
have to let them
differently the next
what to
time.
do differently the next time.
So if you get into
So
trouble,
if you get into
that doesn't mean
trouble,
you're a
that that's
troublemaker.
mean you're a troublemaker.
It means you need
It
to try harder,
you need
to
to
act
try
right.
harder, to act right.
If you get a bad grade, that
If you
doesn't
get a
mean
bad
you're
grade,
stupid.
that
It
doesn't
just
mean
means you need to
it
spend
means
more
you
time
need to spend
studying.
more time studying.
No one's
No
born
one's
being
born
good at all
at
things.
all
You
things.
become
You
good
become
at
good
things
at
through
things
hard
through
work.
hard work.
You're not a varsity
You're
athlete
not
the
a
first time you play a new sport. You don't hit every note the first time you sing a song. You've got to practice. The same principle applies to your schoolwork.
To your schoolwork.
You might have to do a
You might
math
have
problem
to
a
do
few
a
times
problem
before
a
you
few
get it
times
right.
before you
You might have to
right.
read something
You
a
have
few
to
times
read,
before you understand it.
Good
You
understand
definitely have to do
You
a
have
few
to
drafts
read
of a paper before it's good enough
before
to
it's
hand
good
in.
enough handed.
Don't be afraid to
Don't
ask
be afraid
questions.
to
Don't
ask
be
questions.
afraid to
Don't
ask
be
for
afraid to
help when you
ask
need it. I
help
do that
when
every
you
day.
need it. I do it every day.
Asking for help isn't a
Ask
sign
for
of
help
weakness,
is
it's
a
a
nice
sign of
of weakness,
strength.
is not a strength.
Because it shows you have
Because
the
it
courage
shows
to
you
admit
have
when
the
you
courage
don't know
to admit
something,
you don't know
and that then
something
allows you to
that
learn
allows
something
you to
new.
learn something new.
So find an
So
adult
find
that
an
you trust,
adult that you
a
trust,
parent, a grandparent,
as a
or a teacher,
grandparent or
a
teacher,
coach, or
a coach or a
and ask
counselor,
them to help you
ask them to
stay
help
on
you
track
to stay
to
on
meet
track
your goals.
to meet your goals.
And even when you're
And
struggling,
even you're
when you're
struggling,
discouraged,
when you're discouraged,
you
you feel like other people have given up on you,
don't ever
don't
give
ever
up on
give up
yourself.
on yourself.
Because when you give up
Because
on yourself,
when you give up on
you give up on
yourself,
your country.
you give on your country.
The story of America
The
isn't about
struggle
people who
of
quit when
it's not
things
about
got tough.
people who quit with
It's
things
about people
out.
who kept
The
going,
people
who tried
to
harder,
keep
who loved
going.
their country
Your
too
love
much
is this
to
country
do
too much
anything less
to
than
do
their
anything
best.
less than their
It's the
best.
story of
It's a
students who
story of
sat
students who
where
sat
you sit
when you sit
250 years
250 years
ago,
ago,
went on to wage a
went on to wage
revolution,
a
and they
revolution,
founded this
they
nation.
founded this
Young
nation.
people.
Young people,
Students who sat where
students
you
who said,
sit
where sit
75 years ago,
75 years ago,
who
to overcome a depression
and
and
won a
won World War,
who fought for civil
who
rights,
have
and
the
put a man
civil
on the moon.
rights, I put a man on the moon.
Students who sat where you
Students who
sit
said
20 years ago,
20 years
founded
ago,
Google,
we founded the
Twitter,
Google
and
and Twitter,
Facebook,
right? And
and changed
Facebook,
the way we
it changed the
communicate
way
with each
we
other.
communicate with each other.
So today, I want to
Yes,
ask
today I want to ask
all
all
of
of you,
you, what's your
what's your
contribution?
contribution going to do?
What problems
What
are
problems
you
are you
going
going
to
to solve?
What
What
discoveries
discoveries
will
you
you
will
make?
like, you will make?
What will a president
What
who
will the
comes here in
president who
20 or
comes
50
from
or
here
100 years
20
say
or
about
100
what
years
all of you
as
did for this
adults
country?
for the country, of this company?
Now, your families,
Your
teachers,
families,
and I
your
are doing
teachers,
everything we
or
can to make
I'm
sure
doing
you
everything
have the
we can do
education
this.
you need
The education
to
you need
answer
to
these
answer
questions.
these questions.
I'm working hard
I'm
to
working hard to fix up your
classrooms,
classrooms,
and
get you back
the computers you need to
as a
learn.
computers you need to learn.
But you've got to do your
But
part too.
you gotta do prep too,
So I
part two.
expect
I
all of
expect
you
all of you
to get
to get
serious
serious
this
this
year.
year.
I expect you to
I
put your
expect you
best
to put your best
effort into everything
efforts.
you do.
It's everything you do.
I expect
I expect great things
from each of you.
from each of you.
So don't let us down.
Don't let us down.
Don't let your family
Don't
down,
let your
or
family
your
down,
country down. Most of
or
all,
your
don't
country,
let
none of
yourself
them.
down.
Don't tell yourself down because of me,
Make us all proud.
motherfucker. Makes all of proud. Wow, some motivational speeches hour.